And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Bucks, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here. As it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dreadnoughts of Columbus.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Columbus.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard, fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a little spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Throwing on first down, Eubanks.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Eubanks.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Meredith.
He'll get this up to about the 44. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against the top 5 passing off.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
There's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Eubanks. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 84 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the number 1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 1st down, Eubanks. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Eubanks.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd down and 6 now.
Off the bootleg. Eubanks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Bust through the tackle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. On 3rd down, Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. McKinley. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll look to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McKinley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to pull off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Eubanks.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be #1. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Eubanks. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive, McKinley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run the counter. Meredith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meredith. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. McKinley over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
Up the middle they go. Meredith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Meredith. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No surprise this offense will be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital.
And this time he is in. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dreadnoughts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Eubanks. He finds Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Eubanks. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Eubanks toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Eubanks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Eubanks. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Tryon coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. To throw on second down. McKinley. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Dancing to his left.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So now on comes the field goal unit here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Aviators who have the lead in that one. The Aviators still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Kyler Murray, a touchdown pass in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Justin Fields, a touchdown pass in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Back to throw. McKinley. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Nifty move, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Eubanks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Eubanks. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a two-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, McKinley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, McKinley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Off-play action. McKinley. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Back to throw. McKinley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McKinley. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Operating from the gun, McKinley. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical as one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Columbus. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock. Keep it rolling, oh.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. McKinley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Pushing through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. Eubanks escaping the pressure right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. McKinley looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Off play action. McKinley. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Off the play fake. McKinley. He finds his man. Complete. That's Logan.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Throwing on 1st down. McKinley. That's caught at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dreadnoughts are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
And make it now a pair of touchdowns for the big man out of the backfield.
I'm not sure this was in the game plan, but boy, it's working to perfection. And I know one person has a big grin on his face now, and that's that big guy has found his way.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the